The wave of unrest in our schools continues to be manifested, and it is one of those things that have always happened in the second term of the school calendar. The reasons behind this is difficult for us to comprehend, and for me, basically, to comprehend why is it always second term. And in this second term, that is the calendar year 2026, I find it also even more difficult than other years, the second terms where we've had waves of unrest. One, because the wave of unrest has happened even before the halftime break. It has happened, it began happening in the month of May. And if you look at it, in April, the learners were on holiday. Basically, they were on holiday and they opened in May. And in that May, they are already unrest in our schools, and the clamoring for them to go home and the burning of dormitories. So the normal explanation of exhaustion in the second term, the normal explanation of examinations in the second term, or fear for the national exams that is coming in the third term is difficult to hold water this year, because it started just after the holidays. The students hardly were in school for more than 2 weeks before we started registering these cases. It is something that we need to sit down as a nation and investigate to see the main cause. But for this video, I'd like to highlight to you the number of schools. It has reached 70, which have already closed down as a result of unrest. The most affected county in the country with this particular school unrest is Nakuru County, and Nakuru County is contributing 14 of over 70 schools that have closed down. I don't know what is unique about schools in Nakuru County or why they are registering this high number of unrest, but among those is Utumishi Girls, which we saw the unfortunate incident where 16 learners lost their lives and over 70 were injured in that particular dome fire that was registered, or rather that occurred in that school. Jomo Kenyatta Boys, Jomo Kenyatta Girls in Nakuru County have also closed down. Koilel Secondary, St. Joseph Seminary Molo, Naivasha Girls, Carlson Boys, Nakuru Girls, Njoro Boys, Moi Forces Lanet, Marymount Girls, Kambatia, as well as Naivasha Girls and St. Joseph Seminary, Elbagon Senior School. All these have closed down in Nakuru County. In Nairobi, Lenana, St. George's, Upper Hill, Moi Girls, as well as Nairobi School, Kericho, Kipsigis, Tengacha Girls, Tengacha Boys, that is, Ebomet, Saset, Koiwo, Tenweka, Narok, Euro, Ekulet Secondary School. In Taita Taveta, Dr. Agre, Kenyatta High, Moi Boys, Mwasere, Maho, St. Mary's, Lushangonyi. In Kisi School, Kereri, Riokindo, Semeta, Nyachwa, St. Charles, Luanga, Nyakoiba, all those have closed down. In Homa Bay, Orero, Agoro, Gendia, Mbita, Asumbi, all have closed down, as well as Chianda in Siaya, Kahuhia in Muranga, Njumbi, Kiaguthi, Kirogo, Nginda, Iku Boys, all this in Kiambu County. Alliance High, Loreto Girls, Mango High School, and Thika School. One thing that is unique about the wave of unrest this time around is, as you can see from the list, is also affecting the cream de la cream as far as secondary schools is concerned. These are schools that have high discipline rates. These are schools that have high performance rates, and we are not used to seeing such like scenes in such like schools. When you speak of Alliance, when you speak of Mango, when you speak of Loreto, when you speak of Moi Girls in Nairobi and Nairobi School and Lenana High School, all these are high performing schools that normally do not see cases of unrest or burning of schools and all that. They are highly disciplined, highly performing. So to see a surge or in cases of unrest in such high performing schools, and this is not to castigate the other schools or to condemn them and to justify unrest in them, but to see this wave of unrest spiral into the C1 schools, or what we call the national schools, it is a call for action, a call for investigation in our education sector to see what is happening in our schools. And just a reminder, one of those schools that has recently closed down is Mbita High School in Homa Bay County, a national C1 school that has also been registering high performance. So to see such like schools, maybe the Ministry of Education led by Julius Migos, kuna mahali wamelala. And I was talking to the National Parents Association led by Silas David Abuhatsa, and one of their complaints is that parents are not being involved when meetings are being held, when security meetings are being held to discuss unrest in schools. The security apparatus are there, the county commissioners are there, the teacher service commission is there, the national union, the Kenya National Union of Teachers, NAT, is there, Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers, KUPET, is there, but the Association of Parents is not represented. And we are seeing teachers, management, the government, everyone is castigating parents, saying, hey, parenting, what are you doing? It is parents who are doing it wrong. It is indiscipline that is causing all this, and the blame is on parents. But let's come to think of it. In our secondary schools, parents spend 3 months of the year with their learners. August, April, as well as December. The rest of the time, these learners are with teachers. So if there is a problem, if there is a discipline problem, it is a burden that should be carried out in equal measure with parents as well as with teachers.